Here in Albania, gender identity can take an extraordinary turn. Antonia Young is a British writer who's traveled here regularly since 1989. With her guide, Blendi Dibra, Antonia is on a mission to find some Albanian women who have opted to live as men. They're known as sworn virgins.
A sworn virgin is a person mostly in Albania, but also in Bosnia and southern Serbia. This is a woman who has sworn to live her life as a man. And the reason that this happens is really a social situation where there are not enough men in the family.
While women's rights are gaining a foothold in the capital, in northern Albania, traditions die hard. Men maintain power both politically and socially. The only way a woman can have the rights of a man is to take an oath of celibacy and become a sworn virgin. Antonia first met Pashka Sokoli in 1994. Although Pashka decided on her own to become a sworn virgin, it was a choice born from a cruel fate.
My childhood had many sufferings because my father died when my mother was still pregnant with me. When I was 1 year old, my mother left me and I grew up with my uncle and father's mother.
She was their sole provider. If she married, she'd have to live with her husband and abandon her uncle and grandmother. Then, her uncle got sick and was sent to a hospital miles away.
As a woman, I had no possibility to drive. I needed to walk, to travel a lot, to dress with trousers, and not to be seen as a woman.
By age 35, unmarried and alone, Pashka had tired of her hard life as a woman. She opted to become a sworn virgin. For Pashka, it was a choice about gender, not sex. Lesbianism in rural Albania is an unknown concept. Their culture recognizes only traditional male-female relations. Pashka says she has no regrets about not having children, nor does she feel she's missed intimacy with a man.
Sex is such a minor part of life that in the society of the very traditional rural areas, it's not something that they themselves can imagine.
But Pashka feels that today's generation should not follow in her footsteps.
To no young girls, I would recommend what I have done. Because now life is more open. The society is more civilized. Schools, better education. There are many choices. But in case they want to take the decision as I took it, I would recommend 100 times to think about it. Because once you make it, you should stick to it.
Antonia believes there are only about 100 sworn virgins left in northern Albania. But as change comes to this remote and wild corner of the world, she thinks the practice may not survive.
I would imagine that sworn virgins will die out in the end, but I think it's still going to take quite a while.